Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So this is from James K. Fallon, and we have yet again another Amicus brief. Cryptillion Payment Systems, an online digital wallet service for retail customers and commercial retail businesses using XRP, asked to file an Amicus brief supporting Ripple's opposition to the SEC's motion for summary judgment. Yet again, another major Amicus brief in support of Ripple. These are piling up at such a massive rate. We have been watching update after update coming out around this entire case in the last couple weeks. And it really kind of started after the Hinman documents announcement. After that, we've seen a lot more movement. But all of this is getting very exciting because now this is the 11th Amicus brief. Just to give you guys a quick insight, here are some of the other ones that we've gone over and we already kind of reported on. This is from XRP_Crow. 10 Amicus brief requests have been filed on behalf of Ripple. This was originally the TapJets, Spend the Bits, Blockchain Association, Johnny Deaton 1 with Deaton Law Firm, Coinbase, Crypto Council, Vahill Capital, Digital Chamber, as well as ICANN and iRemit. Now, all of these major names coming together to support Ripple tells me a few things. So one, I believe that they also see the fact that Ripple has been winning quite a bit. And I think that what they're looking at is the fact that they just don't see a way that the SEC wins. So they want to be a part of this huge win. They want to be in support of the favorable choice here. But also, I think them coming together to support Ripple at this crucial time is also perfect to add more and more pressure on the SEC. I think that we're going to see a lot more names at it, just simply because they want to be a part of history, but also because of this. From Crypto Council for Innovation, they posted why they filed their amicus brief in the SEC lawsuit against Ripple. They first off mentioned, and the biggest one that I really kind of focused on, especially on this channel, is the court's decision could have industry-wide effects. Now, yes, this entire industry will be affected by the court's decision. I think that it is crucial for us to pay attention to this and really kind of crucial for a major win in Ripple's side. Why? Well, when we look at what Ripple is doing, going back one full year ago, we know that Ripple was focused on regulatory frameworks, creating a regulatory framework that not only supports crypto innovation, but also supports crypto growth as well as adoption. It's going to be something that supports crypto instead of stifles it, and I think that that is a big crucial area to focus on because, clear regulatory frameworks and regulations that support crypto's growth as well as adoption is key for success. We've talked about Tim Draper. We talked about Kevin O'Leary, two large names within the game. They understand and they see the value locked behind crypto. Tim Draper has talked about how this is the biggest thing in the history of technology as well as in the history of finance. Kevin O'Leary believes that crypto could be the 12th sector of the S&P 500. And I honestly think that, I really do think that long-term crypto will be much larger than equities. I think that the global stock market, I think that we will balloon beyond the price of the global stock markets, which I think is at $80 trillion right now or something like that. I see crypto at a $100 trillion plus market cap, but the issue here, and as they do talk about, they discuss regulation by enforcement and all that kind of stuff here, but it's this quote here that really kind of supports the fact that we won't see any large growth of crypto into the tens of trillions of dollars without a clear, consistent guideline around regulations. We do see without clear, consistent guidance and the ability to work within a regulatory framework that makes compliance possible, crypto and the growing industry underlying it will not achieve its full potential in the U.S. And I do believe that the value as well, crypto's true value will not be morphed into reality without clear guidance that not only supports crypto, but allows it to grow within all areas around the world. But they also do mention a few other things here as well. I mean, they talk about depriving market participants a fair notice of knowing what and what isn't a security or currency. There's a lot more within this, but ultimately, I do think that we need clear guidance here. I think that we need regulation that is going to support crypto long term, as well as really kind of allow it to morph into the giant that it actually is. And also talking more so about the SEC, we do see over here companies that Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman are now working for are supporting Ripple in the XRP lawsuit. So we've been really addressing this. I mean, listen, the SEC is under a massive amount of pressure. We're seeing a lot of major names coming out to support Ripple, and a lot of them are companies that a lot of these major, names behind the SEC, well, I should say previous names behind the SEC were connected to or even are connected to. And it's very comical to see that kind of happen right now. But to me, I think it's also because these major names understand how important it is for Ripple to win. But again, I really do think that we will see a lot more major names come out and file their amicus briefs. I just don't see how we don't see a lot more names added to this list. I mean, it would be very interesting to see Binance added to this as well, because when you look at this, this is a crypto-wide effect decision. So definitely we'll see a lot more names, in my opinion, added to that list. But we do see over here as well from Eleanor Tourette, crypto is being treated differently from Hester Pierce. Recently we talked about Hester Pierce and how she's doing a 180 turnaround on the SEC, really kind of targeting what the SEC is doing. She doesn't support what the SEC is doing right now, or I should say Gary Gensler. A lot of individuals are leaving the SEC. And this is because, when we look at things happening around the SEC, they are in shambles. Their entire argument is falling apart beneath their feet. And I've said it time and time again on this channel. There's just no way, in my opinion, the SEC wins this lawsuit. There's just no way. First off, they're not positioned to have a clear win. 1. 2, the information and the facts that are out there are extremely damning for the SEC. And also, as more and more information comes out, more and more of these amicus briefs come out, the more and more pressure that gets put on the SEC. And I'm not saying that they don't already have a substantial amount of pressure, because trust me, they do. But it's just very interesting to me that at this current moment in time, we know that XRP is not a security, but the SEC is continuously trying to fight that argument and say XRP is a security. Go and look at, Ripple's website. You could clearly see the utility behind XRP being a currency. And, this is a big one here, because what I've been talking about with CBDCs and things like that, it's really kind of centered on cross-border transfers here from the Monetary Authority of Bhutan. With Ripple's groundbreaking technology, we could experiment with CBDCs within our existing payment infrastructure, and you do see with Ripple's groundbreaking technology, we could experiment with CBDCs within our existing payment infrastructure while ensuring efficient and cost-effective cross-border payments. Now, this is one of many use cases over on the Ripple website, but also, as we do see things kind of unfolding rapidly around the world, yesterday we recently reported on this huge announcement talking about CBDC projects with some of the largest central banks out there. Also talking about the huge foreign exchange market around liquidity management and stuff like that. A lot of major players here, but we also seen a breakdown of this as well. So we do see MAS launches expanded initiative to advance cross-border connectivity in wholesale CBDCs. We don't know if XRP will be utilized within this, but it would be very possible, in my opinion, to have XRP used within this, because you do see DLT mentioned here and non-DLT based financial market infrastructures, which would fully support the XRP ledger and have XRP be utilized as a settlement mechanism within these rails. And it's focused on some of the largest, things, in my opinion, that XRP has been centered around for a while. So, it's atomic settlement based on digital currencies, can improve efficiencies and reduce settlement risk compared to existing payment settlement rails. 100%. But all of this is happening so fast. And the reason why we want clear guidance and clear regulatory paths around crypto is because we won't see things like this actually happen and blossom out fully. And it's crucial to me. It really is crucial to me to see all of this stuff kind of happen at a very fast pace, because we want to have a regulatory framework in place already, right? We don't want these regulators dragging their feet any longer. In fact, they've already dragged their feet enough. 2 years has gone by without clear regulations. We want to get the ball going already. We want to see this market, become the giant that it is destined to be. And we will not see that with individuals like Gary Gensler continuously fighting against the public instead of supporting the public. There was a thing, and I forgot where it was. I'm pretty sure XRP Crypto Wolf reported on it, but there's a thing where Coinbase actually said that there's been over $15 billion in damages done to the retail sector from the SEC's decision to go after Ripple. $15 billion. How insane is that? For an agency that is saying that they are here to protect you and me, it is comical that they have... Well, I shouldn't even say it's comical. It's so funny to see the public really kind of come out and say, like, listen, I don't feel protected at all. I mean, like, if I asked you the question on, do you feel like the SEC is protecting you? What would you say? Because, in my opinion, I don't feel protected by the SEC at all. In fact, I feel targeted by the SEC, if anything. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, definitely hit that like button, subscribe to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. If you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.